Am I the a-hole for asking my mom to text before coming into my home? I, 26F, live with my partner 25M about 3 hours away from my parents. Today, my parents were coming to visit to celebrate my birthday. They said they would get to the house between 3 and 4, so my partner and I planned a lunch with his parents for earlier in the afternoon. At about 2 p.m., I got a Life 360 notice. I checked the app and my parents have been at my house for about half an hour. Some context: I tend to feel a bit more sensitive around needing to feel that my home is my space. When we moved in, my mom wanted a key, but I wanted the decision of spare keys to be made between me and my partner and asked her to wait and let us talk. She went out that afternoon and made herself a key along with several others, which she gave to different family members she felt should have keys. So I am already a bit more sensitive to feeling a need to have control around my home. Anyway, today I called my mom and tried to keep things light by laughing and saying, "Oh mom, you're supposed to text me before you just go in, silly." But I could tell this upset her and she said she didn't know that was a rule. I was smiling and trying to stay light and I just said, "That's okay. Just in future can you text me when you get there and are going in if we're not home." I tried to make some other small talk but she was upset and so we hung up. I received a text shortly after saying along the lines of, "I do not feel welcome at your house and so I'm leaving. I would never ask you to text me before coming into my home. We will be leaving the cupcakes and gifts. We are going to see your brother and then we'll be going home. I feel sick and anxious." I'm not sure if this is an unreasonable boundary to set, though I tried to be as kind and lighthearted as possible with it. I love my mom and all she does for me. At the same time, this is also my partner's home. To me, I feel respected and recognized as an individual when my parents just let me know they have arrived and are going in when I'm not home. I will be talking this through with my psychologist, but in the meantime, am I the a-hole? Edit. I appreciate all of the feedback and concerns. I do know who has access to these keys and am not worried about any safety issues. They are people my partner and I would have considered sharing keys with ourselves, but would have wanted to make that decision independently. At this point, we are moving in a few months, so it's not worth changing the locks. I do see the move as an opportunity to reinforce that I am not comfortable with anyone making keys but us and that we will decide who receives these keys.
Here are the top comments.
I am wondering if you should have discussed boundaries with her after she made keys and handed them out to worthy family members. WTF does that for someone else's home. Overall, not the a-hole. It's rude to assume someone can just waltz in anytime.
Not the a-hole. Change your locks ASAP. This is a very basic and normal boundary to have. My parents and I love and respect each other, and we always communicate before visiting because we are adults. Your mother already crossed a very serious line by stealing your keys and giving multiple people access to you and your partner's home without permission. That is completely unacceptable, and your mom should be the one feeling anxious about your justified anger. What on earth? You and your partner deserve better than this, and honestly, if I were your partner, I wouldn't tolerate this at all. The idea of random people having keys to my home and entering at any time is horrifying.